but I don't know. I just think this is pretty awesome. I think once I get my millionth YouTube subscriber, I'm going to buy this lake and the land that surrounds it out to 100 yards and build a house out here and never leave. This place is incredible. All right, everybody, welcome back. Matt here with Bluetail Survival. We have hit H hour. We are on I-80 East. We're getting off on Freedom and then hiking 6 miles to Paradise. This is the bow hunt for Charles Geffert and Bo Walker, 2015. Headed out to Lamoille Canyon. We've been on the road for about an hour now. That's really all I got for right now. You guys got anything, Chuck?
No.
First bow hunt, dude?
First bow hunt. Hopefully it's a good one. We'll pack that fucking deer out.
Bo James?
Just looking forward to getting up in the Ruby Mountains, man.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's always a good day up there.
Hell yeah. All right, so we're going to get a lot more footage than we did on the antelope hunt this year. Like I said, I don't really have any responsibilities until a deer goes down, so we'll see if we can get some good footage for you guys, and we'll link back up when we get to our exfil location. All right, so we just got here. We just arrived at the Ruby Crest Trailhead. Chuck's getting some last-minute stuff ready to go. It's 9:25. Bo's over there getting some last-minute stuff ready to go. We got, what is it, about a 6 mile hike?
6 mile hike to where we're camping.
Yeah, I think it's about 6 miles.
Do you know the elevation change from here to there?
No, I think this is probably about 8,500 feet.
8,500 right here?
Yeah, and then we're going to hit the saddle. It'll be about 10,500 feet.
10,500. So, good little trek tonight. Everybody's pretty hydrated. Bo and I just pounded a water. That's really it. I think we're just getting ready to move. I'll link back up when we get to camp tonight. So it's about 5:10 on morning one. No idea about the temperature. Pretty chilly last night. Everybody kind of said they woke up a couple of times pretty cold. We didn't do a fire last night. As soon as we got to camp, we racked out. It was a pretty decent hike last night. This morning, Bo's just hooking up the water filter. Bo, what kind of filter is that? Like the manufacturer? Cadden water filter. We're going to top off our water. And then we're going to hike for about an hour, 30 minutes to an hour to our glassing spot, and hopefully be there before the sun comes up. And then I'll get you guys some footage of what the landscape looks like out here.
Take your rangefinder, like when you get to the spot, you want to start ranging out, like look at a rock and range how far that is, range how far like a tree is, and take those things out because you can want to try to keep your rangefinder off the deer. Yeah. And you just want to know how far objects are and gauge it off that.
All right, so the hunt for the morning of day one's coming to a close. We're gonna head back to camp. Kind of goose egg this morning. Chuck saw a doe about 1,500 yards out maybe. It was a little bit of a trek getting here. I think everybody kind of got a little sweaty, and then when the wind hit and when the sun came up, it really got fucking cold. So we're gonna, I think we're, what time is it? It's 10:10. I think it's a little sooner than you wanted originally.
Yeah, a little sooner than I wanted, but it's pretty cold out here, and we're not being very productive by shivering trying to look through our optics.
So we're gonna go back to camp. We're gonna get some legitimate breakfast in us. I'm gonna get some fucking coffee for sure. Chuck's probably gonna keep drinking whiskey.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There is nothing wrong with that. And then we'll reevaluate. And then I think we got another hike going for later on tonight. But we'll get some camp stuff going here in a little bit. Later.
You can get the joke right there.
I stopped listening to you yesterday. Well, you'd have to do it. You'd have to cut it to size first.
You think so?
Yeah.
I thought it'd be too hard to stabilize because I'm only looking for about this big a piece of wood, right?
Not that small.
You need a
Wider
bigger
or
rock.
longer?
You need a bigger rock.
Well, wider and longer.
Is your Swedish stove, does it stand on end or it lays sideways?
It stands on end.
Yeah, so I don't think anything longer than this type of wood would stand up. I guess you could bury it.
Well, that's why you cut a big round.
Right. Well, there's not a whole lot of options.
There's a big one down there.
Not really.
No, there is. Go look at it. All right, I apologize for the wind. We're on our way back down to the lake to top off water for the evening hunt. Not gonna lie, the hike in and the morning hike this morning, I am pretty impressed with Chuck and Bo right now. I am broken off real bad. Our camp's kind of on over there, over that hill. I wanted you guys to see this because this is like a little piece of paradise right here. We're camped about 100 yards off of this. Unless we see something this evening, it looks like we're going to be relocating, which sucks because I don't want to hike anymore. Topping off water down there. But there's lakes all over out here. It's a bitch to hike though. Yeah. Grab the filtration? Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna go get the filtration system. Because those brainiacs that can fucking hike like gazelles forgot it. Alright, so evening hunt. Turns out Chuck did not leave the water filter up at camp. Because when I got back down to the lake, he was pumping water. But then karma bites you in the ass and he forgot his release for his bow. So he had to go all the way back to camp. So we're just posting up right here waiting for him. This is pretty awesome. Bo just kind of brought this up. I mean, you cannot tell. I can't tell how many feet drop that is. But if we spot a deer out here, likely have to come back in the morning and put a stock on it. And if that's the case, we have to hike it out of here. And this is going to be, if that's the case, that's going to go down as legend. But this is pretty cool. Landscape's a little different here. Can't tell you how high we just climbed. Is that one right there, Bo?
What's that?
Is that one right there?
What about it?
Is that your bird?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think so.
Anyway, the hike up here was actually super mild. I think chilling out all day really helped my legs. I think main reason I was smoked this morning is because we literally had like 2 solid hours of downtime. So.
Give me a cacaw.
All right, so end of day 1. We just got done with the evening hunt. Got a pretty bitchin' sunset right now. It actually looks better on the screen than it does here right now. So we glassed for a couple of hours, found 2 bucks and 3 doe pretty far off. Signs of life anyway. We did relocate our camp. We're right on the lake now. We're gonna go hit that same ridge we were on this evening, I believe. Is that right? And then kind of reevaluate from there. New campsite. We've got some work to do on this monstrosity. this ridiculous fire pit. And then Bo James, he's stringing a fly rod right now, so he's gonna go try to catch some dinner. Chuck, what are you eating tonight?
Hopefully some fish.
Cool.
If not fish, lasagna.
All right, and I got Spam on the menu. This fucking place rocks, man. Also, we've seen like 42 hikers today. It's kind of getting annoying. They're everywhere.
I'd really love for them to go home so they can stop scaring out deer.
So, all right, check in later. All right, everybody, night one's coming down to an end. Everybody had a pretty big meal. Everybody's pretty stuffed. Capped it off with a little honey whiskey. Just sitting by the fire. Chuck's getting naked. You can't even see Bo. Bo's just chilling. So tomorrow morning, we're going to hit up the same spot we were at this evening, where we saw the 2 bucks. Sorry, it's a little windy. And I'll hit you guys up when we get there. All right, everybody, morning of day 2. It is 8:30. Whoa, 8:30. The 2 bosses here, I guess, made an executive decision not to get out of their tent this morning. It was the coldest night we've had so far. Do you know what the temperature was supposed to be tonight?
It was a low of 30.
Oh. Okay, so a low of 30, but then you got to add the wind chill.
Yeah.
It was really cold last night.
It was really cold.
It was cold enough. Chuck wanted to set the tent up, so they slept in the tent last night. I actually stayed in the sleeping bag because I wanted to test out that Kelty really well. Here's the problem I ran into. These guys freaked me out so bad about how cold it was going to be that I put the Kelty in the bivvy like I did the first night, which I was okay. But then I put a space blanket on top of the damn Kelty, and when I woke up this morning, the Kelty was it wasn't frozen. It wasn't frozen until I brought it out, but it was soaked. It didn't lose any of the heating property because I don't think it saturated, but it was wet. It was really wet, so I'm not going to do that tonight. But the Kelty did kick ass last night. I guess we'll have to do a better job of not getting it wet, and I'll let you know how it does tonight. We're not going on a morning hunt this morning. Kind of late now for that. So Bo and Chuck have decided that they want to do some bushcrafting tasks. So we're gonna try to figure something out. We took a stab at a Swedish stove yesterday, and that was a catastrophic failure.
Catastrophic. That's a little extreme.
It didn't work, so
Say a failure.
it didn't work. So it's pretty catastrophic.
Caught on fire. I mean, that's halfway there.
For a minute.
It caught on fire.
It caught on fire like a log catches on fire, not like a stove.
We were halfway there.
Anyways, we're going to take another stab at that, and then we're going to try to think of another project. Right now, we're going to go gather some firewood, and I imagine we'll eat something for breakfast. All right. So Chuck didn't Chuck spooked his deer. It's an amazing view. I know I'm not even close to getting in. I know the sign's blinding you out, but looks like we're gonna camp at the base of this lake tonight. Chuck's probably pretty smoked. So we'll get back to you when we get back down to camp. So. All right, so the end of day 2, Chuck put a hell of a stock on a pretty big forky up on the hill. We are at our 3rd camp in 3 nights, as Bo pointed out. Dinner, or part of it. Some trout. Chuck's breaking up some firewood. This will probably be it for tonight. Head out in the morning, back up the hill to the one that Chuck stalked this afternoon. Morning of day 3. Chuck had a nice fire going for Bo and I when we woke up. This is the view we get to wake up to. This is Favre. What is it? Favre? Favre. Oh shit, I shouldn't have said that. So this is the morning of day 3. Chuck had a nice fire going for Bo and I when we woke up. This is the view we woke up to. Yet another lake on our journey. Had some fish for dinner last night out of that lake. And I cannot believe how good trout tastes. I don't know if it's because we're up here or if it's the way Bo cooked it, but it was immaculate. I'm definitely a fan. I am now a fisherman because I want that flavor again. Bo James returning from morning business. Our camp is kind of into shovels right now. Chuck slept in that tarp last night. Bo and I, our tarp came unhooked from the ground, but Bo and I slept in there. I was super warm last night. These two said they were okay. Oh! I'm not sure of the plan this morning. I'm gonna go take care of some business. Here's another view for you. From another lake. So we came from way down there, the lake we camped at last night. We're moving up there. We just ran into upland hunters. It's kind of irritating because I wasn't expecting to find anybody up here, but it is what it is. So we're gonna hang out here for about, I don't know, maybe for the rest of the day. I just wanted you to see kind of where we're chilling out at. Get a load of these views, man. See, it's 12:20, so 4, 8, I don't know, 4 hours, 3 hours, I don't know how long it took us to get up here. That area, I don't know if I can zoom in. I can't. That area over there is what Chuck hiked yesterday when he put the stock on the deer. We're going to glass out a little bit more today. Like I said, there are some hunters down by the lake, so it doesn't look too promising. But man, I wish the camera could speak my mind right now about what this looks like, because this is just crazy. Anyway, I'm not a doctor. Fucking crazy.
Nice, Chuck.
All right, so after a day of hard hiking, a couple good stalks on deer, nothing panned out for that, but here's the reward for our troubles. That's, wow. Get that coming off the water. Unbelievable. What an experience, man. We just, we started walking down to the lake to filter some water, and I saw the sunset through the trees. So Chuck and I actually sprinted down here so we can get some footage of it, because it is gorgeous. Bo's up there right now cooking up some trout. No plan for tomorrow yet. Okay, so anticipating this may be our last night here, we may be going home a night early. I think we went a little bit overboard with dinner. So I'm going to let Bo go ahead and describe the first 2 courses of tonight's dinner.
Course 1, fried trout. 4 of them. Course 2, Spam with MRE cheese.
Chuck, take it away with course 3 and course 4.
Well, course 3 was lasagna. It was very delicious.
Zag.
It's,
Mountain House lasagna.
It needed just a slight bit of salt and pepper, but great. The next course, if I can find my wrappers, was chili mac with beef. Mountain House as well.
That was good.
Chili mac with beef. Well, I'll go ahead and cover the 5th, 6th, and 7th course. We had chicken noodles, Mountain House.
Delicious.
Followed by, and I had to bow out of this one because I had an extra fish, beef stroganoff with noodles. All right, that is 6 courses of food. Those are 2.5 servings apiece.
But wait.
Spam served 6, and we ate 4 fish.
But wait.
And then, what are we waiting for?
The dessert.
And then we had apple crisp with granola for dessert.
Boom.
So, pretty fucking awesome way to cap out this trip. Maybe we'll shoot a deer tomorrow. Good night. All right, morning of day 4. Likely our last hunt. Likely our last morning. We're kind of heading to the location or the area that Bo stalked that deer yesterday. Take a little different approach on it. Super warm today. You can see everybody's kind of dressed down a little bit. But yeah, we'll see what happens, because if this doesn't turn out profitable, we're rolling out tonight. If we see something crazy that they want to make a move on tomorrow, then we'll stay another day. But otherwise, this is our last hunt, so wish us luck. So I'm hoping you can see that. If you see those, that highest rock formation right there, just to the left of that, that's where we were at yesterday, spotting for Bo. I'm sure the video is really not going to do it justice, but damn, it's pretty cool to be on the bottom end looking up now. All right, so we're packing up camp. Morning hunt was a no-go. Didn't see anything. Group decision to go home tonight. Kind of packing up camp here. This will be the last time we film until we get to the truck and have some victory shots. Just give you an idea of what we got going out. We got to go. Well, actually, I'm in a bad spot. We got to go up that, kind of at an angle, around that, and then hawk. Thanks, buddy. And then we've basically got reverse of what we did the first night. So we did find out it's not 6 miles, like straight line distance, obviously. But there were a lot of ups and downs. Most of this will be downhill. Bo's got a pretty rough hot spot on the bottom of his foot. I got a blister, a pop blister on the back of my left heel. Chuck, what do you got?
Hot spot on my, let's see, left finger, pointer finger toe.
Pointer finger toe.
Chuck.
Couple other ailments we got. Bo's got something going on with his back. Something bit me like directly in the ass crack. It was a bullet. I've never seen a nickel $1 million. But yep, this was it. This was definitely an experience of a lifetime. I cannot wait to come back out here, whether it's for hunting or just backpacking. But this is probably one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. So, all right, talk to you when it's whiskey time. All right, so we are down the hill. We are done. Everybody's well and broke off now. That peak right there, around to the left, God, I don't even know. 5 miles. 5 miles from the summit down. And God knows what we did to get back up to the summit today. But it is over. It is finished. Bo's target time was 2 hours to get to the bottom. And we blasted it in 1:20. So, yeah, it's time for a cold beer. Alright, so 300 man at the end of a trip. Sorry it's really loud in here. I just wanted to show you. We're going to close it off right. It's the biggest sirloin I've ever seen in my life, covered in French fries. That's a sirloin, biggest I've ever seen in my life, covered in garlic. This is the shrimp lovers. We've got some Annie potatoes, French fries, spaghetti, rice, green beans. Alright, guess what we didn't do this trip? Lose weight.